Today's video is the pump plunger and the eccentric rod which connects to the pump plunger. This rod has got a little flat on it that goes into the fork of the pump plunger. Pump plunger I'll be making out of a bit of stainless, and I'm going to turn it all in one. I'm going to keep the fork and everything all in one. I'm going to turn this dimension down here, and then I'll put it in a collet, take it over to the mill and mill out the fork shape. Similarly with the rod, I'm just going to do the rod in the lathe, turn down to dimension, and then put it in the collet, take it over to the mill, flatten the ends off, and this little piece that goes on the end which actually connects to the eccentric rod, which is this piece here, I'll make out of this piece which was left over from the previous eccentric rod that I made. So that's actually the right size widthways but not lengthways, so I'll cut that down, drill it, etc., and then fit it to the rod. So it's a fairly straightforward operation today, but who knows, can't possibly go wrong. Right, just using my rule to set up the edge of the cutter, and then I can move over 375 and cut it off. Can't move over 375 because there's not enough room. That didn't go well. Really? Right, I've slowed the lathe down at about 200 RPM now. I haven't got a power cross feed, so I'll be hand feeding it. As you can see, look, they're nice little curls. I had a little problem with the workpiece flexing on the last one. They're only thin once you get down to about 3mm, which is the final dimensions. So I thought I'd try the live center on this one. Right, I'm going to just put a little relief on this end, and then I shall drill a hole in the end plate that attaches to the eccentric, and then I'll put this through. I'll put that into there as a tight fit, and then I'll rivet the back end over and then drill the holes to attach to the eccentric plate. But that's you can see the difference when it's spinning too fast. If you're parting off, you want little curls like that, not dust like that. So I'm now going to slow the machine down and part it off, and you'll see the difference. I decided to run this bit in real time just so you can get an indication of speed, because all too often in videos, not only my own but other people's videos, they run speeded up and you don't really get a true indication of the speed. Alright, there you go. That's the little relief, and what it's going to do is I'll drill a hole in this piece, put that in there, and then just rivet it over on the end. And this end has got to be flattened to go into the fork. I've got it in the collet, in the vise, got a vise stop on. I'm going to mill off the top face, the bottom face, and then we're going to mill, I think we're going to mill out the centre of the fork. That's the two sides done, or the ends. Just going to mill the other part of the fork now. Right, it's got to come down 91 thou either side. Right, that's half the fork milled. Flip it over now and machine off the other part. Right, that's squaring off of the fork done. Now I've got to cut out the slot. It's a 1/8 slot. So what I'll do is I'm going to put maybe a 3mm cutter. 3mm cutter, I believe it's less than an 1/8. Yeah, I'm going to cut that out with a 3mm cutter, and that should just give me enough clearance to end up at an 1/8. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to nibble it out, I think, rather than mill. That's the fork. Right, now I've got to drill a hole through there and through there, and I've got to tap for a 10BA in there as well. So we'll put it in that way round and get that set up for that. Drill through for a 10BA tap, and then I'll flip over and drill the hole on the other side. Right, tapped out for 10BA, flip it over and do the clearance hole on the other side. Right, that's everything I need to do while it's in the collet. There you go, look. Okay, that's the fork shape. All I've got to do now is put the radius on the end, and then that's that part finished. So now we'll just get the other part in. Just going to put this in the collet and just flatten the ends so that it fits in there. And then we've obviously got to drill a hole in it as well. Clearance hole in there. 27. Right, it's the clearance hole, the flats. That will go in there once I deburr it. And I've just got to make a pin now to hold it in there. This bit connects to the eccentric rod at that end. This bit is the plunger for the pump. Right, this is a 10BA thread. It's about 1.5 millimeters. I'm not sure what that is in imperial, probably about 0.90, something like that. But it was quite easy to do. Now what I'm doing here is just obviously threading it on first, and then I'm going to flip the die over and run it through again so that I get the thread all the way down to the shoulder, but unfortunately when it comes out it doesn't go all the way down to the shoulder anyway. It's just how the dies are, but it's okay, it's still going to fit. This is the pin for the fork anyway, so this is just the start, and then we've got the other bits to do on it as well. There it is, that's the tiny little pin. That's the pin. Pin that goes through the fork. Pin that goes through the fork and holds that piece in there. Right, just got to round this off now, round the fork off. I think we're done. Right, we've got to make a pin, so yeah, no problem till you realise it's got a flat end, it's got a shaft, and it's got a threaded end. Well, no big deal, I hear you say. until you realise it's that big. Thread on the end, shaft, and flat spotted on the head. That's all, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, click the subscribe and notification bell, and leave a comment or a question. I do read all of the comments and I try to answer as many as I can. And thanks for watching.